I want to bring in CTV's U.S. political analyst Eric Ham now with more. So, Eric, what do you make of this ban? It brings back, obviously, memories of what was called the Muslim ban during Trump's first term. Now, 12 countries, people from 12 countries can't enter the U.S.?
Yeah, that's right. And this should be no surprise to many. We know that the president certainly wholeheartedly believed that this would be effective policy during his first term. And now we see a more aggressive approach on immigration policy. In fact, if you look at the Build Back Better Act, there is enormous resources in there for immigration removal from the United States. And we see now, not only is this a ban on people coming from these 12 countries, but it also limits things like student visas, tourism travel into the United States, and a bevy of other issues that will keep people from traveling to the United States. And so clearly what we're seeing here is this is part of the president's wholesale policy on immigration and trying to keep certain people from certain countries out.
So what's his justification for this?
Well, we are seeing now, just as the terror attack took place over the weekend, the president is using national security very much like we have seen from many of his tariffs that he has implemented across the country and across the globe. And now we're seeing him use that as a tool or as a justification for this travel ban, saying that it's very difficult to actually track the people who are coming into the United States, and also that these countries, specifically that many of the people are coming from, it's unclear to know who is actually who and if they're terrorists or not. And so clearly what we're seeing here, the president is, in fact, throwing the baby out with the bathwater with this policy.
Right. And as it's been noted, I mean, if he's going to refer to what happened last week, that person was from Egypt. Egypt not on this list. So I am, though, wondering, Eric, if there are exceptions to this rule, to this ban?
Yes, there are some exceptions. We know that there are a limited amount of people, particularly from the country of Venezuela, who will be allowed to travel. And we also know that right now there is a lot of pushback, particularly from Afghanistan, people from Afghanistan who believe that because of their work with the United States military, Afghanistan should not be one of the countries on the list. But clearly, I think what we're seeing here is this is just another tool that the president is using as a wholesale effort to go after the rest of the world and clearly erecting barriers for the United States, and not only to do business, but also to allow people to come into the country. And again, I think what we're seeing here is just a wholesale pushback from the president on much of the rest of the world.
Eric Ham for us this morning. Eric is our CTV News U.S. political analyst.